Hey, so in this video I'll be showing you a simple kvass recipe with minimal ingredients. So all you'll need is some lemons, raisins, cane sugar, baking yeast, and some rye bread preferably. First thing you want to do is just cut your lemons up into some slices. I also take the rind off. So next you want about 4 to 6 slices of rye bread for this recipe. So after you have your slices, you want to toast them. Now, depending on how dark you want your kvass, you can either toast them till they're burnt a bit and they're kind of black, or till they're a dark brown. I'm going to do a lighter kvass in this video, so I just toasted them on high. After that, you want to boil about a gallon of water and throw your bread in along with the lemon slices. Then I'll add the raisins in. Once everything's been added to the pot, you'll want to add about a cup of sugar and then give it a good stir. So when you're done stirring the pot, you can just cover it and let it sit till it comes to room temperature. Once the pot comes to room temperature, just remove all the solids out of it, the bread, lemon, and raisins. And just to make sure everything's out, I'll put it through a strainer. So once I remove everything and it's come to room temperature, I'll just add in a couple more raisins, just about half a handful, and then I'll add some Fleischmann's active dry yeast to it. I usually do about 2 tablespoons. And now we're ready to put it into a bottle to brew. The reason why I use plastic is because the brew is so quick, a lot of CO2 is produced, and if you use glass, it could expand too quickly and possibly blow your bottle up. So I always use plastic and leave quite a bit of room at the top. I don't fill it all the way so that there's room for it to expand. So I let it brew for about 24 to 48 hours. Now, actually that last bottle actually sprung a leak because it expanded so fast, and so I had to get another plastic bottle to brew it in. As you can see, this is the finished kvass. Now you want to be careful opening it because it does foam up quite a bit. There's a lot of carbonation in it, especially if you let it sit a bit longer than 24 hours. And I do not refrigerate it when I let it brew. Just put it in a dark place without sunlight hitting it at room temperature. And there's the final brew. So this is a lighter kvass. So if you want it a bit darker, you can basically toast the rye bread to get it a dark black color or dark brown. So the brew itself was very sweet. It wasn't as sweet as it would be if you let it just brew 24 hours, but if you go to 48, it will be less sweet and much more carbonated with a bit heavier of an alcohol-ish taste. But generally, it's very low alcohol content unless you try to brew it like a beer or something. So this is the color. It's pretty light and it tasted slightly sweet. And overall, it was a great brew. So if you want to try it out, let me know how it goes.